Okay, hi everybody. Did Sakamoto last night, and I said I was doing first impressions, and here we are. Now this one made me do a double take and say, "Excuse me." Okay. Title is kind of long. I'm not lying with this title. This title is ridiculous. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. Now, the story does follow. The story's after watching episode 3, it's a little bit more evolved than what I originally saw from like episode 1 and 2. Because to me, it has a lot of comedy, a lot of funny moments, a lot of comedy. But episode 3 kind of raised it a bit. There was some emotional weight put on this show, and I was like, cool. Now, synopsis is as follows. Alina Clover, it's funny because there's another anime where Clover is used. Anyway, moving on. Alina Clover signed up to be a receptionist for the Adventurers Guild, thinking it would be her ticket to the good life. Unfortunately, her dream gig turns into an overtime nightmare whenever adventurers get stuck clearing a dungeon. To save herself from paperwork, Alina takes to beating down monsters herself to solve the problem. Now she just needs to keep her activities a secret. Whole point is that if the guild finds out she's doing this, she might lose her job, you know, the whole thing. Now, I can't really spoil too much here because a lot. Let me just bring this back a bit. A lot that happens in episode 3 is spoilers. But this is what I have to say about it. It's so funny. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And by the way, the one who plays Alina, Megumi, that just adds to it because if anyone who's seen Konosuba would know, Megumi is kind of crazy the way she, explosion, that thing. So her being this character just adds to it. She's so funny. Hilarity ensues in this show because she gets so pissed. She's trying to have a normal job and trying to get out on time, and she can't. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious because they're taking something that most people do on a daily basis with a job and how, they get overtime and, it's a good job. And they're putting it in anime in a fantasy fantasy setting. And it's just the absurdity of it because it's something that everyone experiences. You work at a job and it's 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 and your boss tells you have to do overtime and you're like, nah! Well, some people like overtime, but she doesn't. She doesn't want that. She just go home. Just go home. But it's hilarious because of what's being said and done. Now, part of the synopsis does say to keep it a secret. Now, I should tell you guys this one thing. That don't last long. I can't go into more details because that's spoiled territory. But it's kind of interesting. What I do like about the world, there are like these 3 types of skills that adventurers have. And the skill that she has is called Dia skill. DIA. And it's supposedly, from what they're explaining in the show, is like the most powerful skill, like, period. And that's why she's so powerful. But I like the way it's going with this series so far. It's only been 3 episodes. I would say for now, if we're talking comedy, this gets out of 10 out of 10. Comedy is gold. Absolutely gold. I just love it. I love the opening. I love the closing. But the comedy is just, it's so funny and so hilarious. And she's so powerful and headstrong. And she's like, she can kick anyone's ass. And it's good to see a character like this, a heroine, in an anime like this, at the forefront. But it's being played as a comedy fantasy show, you know? But comedy's 10 out of 10. Animation, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's decent. Gets the job done. The story does leave a little bit to desire, because we are talking about a person who's trying to clock out on time. So she's just trying to destroy all the bosses. So she doesn't have to deal with Venturers coming into the hall, and she has to deal with them, filling out paperwork and everything. But even that being said, story-wise, I do feel like after watching episode 3, it's going to develop to a bigger factor. You know, bigger kind of set of things that are going to go forward. Because it does seem like episode 3 didn't have a complete tonal shift, but it does show there's more to her than meets the eye. But even that saying how I love the comedy, how I love the character, how I love what's going on, I still want to hold my full discretions here, because there's only 3 episodes, and so far from 3 episodes, this is what I could tell you. The comedy's great. The characters, there's one douchebag character or two, but I do like her interactions with everybody, especially the people who kind of are questioning her. And then she goes total batshit crazy. I was like, yo, this girl is tremendous. But that being said, to be fair, for now, I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10. For now. However, if the comedy sticks and the animation is what it is, and we go further from here, as we've been doing, especially after episode 3, I think episode 3 was probably the best episode so far. I really enjoyed how they hooked us in this episode with this, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's this dungeon that shows up, we'll say. And it is something that happens in that episode that hooks you into it. So, I know episode 3 episodes isn't really a good measure, but so far from what I'm seeing, I love the show. 8.5 out of 10 so far. But if it continues the path that it's going throughout the entire series, the entire season, I think review-wise, I'm probably going to bump that up to a 9. 10? No. Maybe not a 10. But I think at least deserves a 9 or so. I mean, Miles got it like a 7 something, and the episodes are over 4 rating. So I think it has potential. I personally, this is just my opinion. I don't care what anyone else says, but I think it has potential to be a good anime for the season. And let's kid ourselves. There are a lot of animes this season that are really, really good and original. So look forward to that. Zumbakana to you guys, don't fuss around with this receptionist. She'll kill you. dead serious. He is not to be trifled with. Yo, this girl. I just want to mention one more thing. Her weapon is a freaking huge hammer, and she's like whacking people. Oh man, she's death on wheels. I'll see you guys later.